Quit Dragging My Heart Around. And guys, you guys know that song, by the way. It's such a good song. Quit Dragging My Heart Around.
No.
I was like, hi everybody, and welcome to Here Be Dragons. Whoa! We have Here Be Real Dragons. That's
nice.
Man, that's so much more interesting an intro than any classic rock references I could make. My name's Philip, and I'm the Dragon Master, and I am ensconced by 5 powerful, chromatic, metallic, and even gemstone dragons. Roar, hello, dragons!
Dragons.
How's everyone doing tonight? We haven't been talking up to this point. We just now all signed on live, so none of us know how anybody else.
I think we've all just evaluated each other immediately. I don't think anyone's asked how anyone's doing. So that is
just all judgment, all judgment all
just
the time.
Making assumptions of how everyone's doing.
Just like when I go back home.
It was mostly just weighing whether we wanted to euthanize each other or not.
That's true.
I don't know how that
last episode, guys, we got into some
worthy of life still.
Mild subjects about aged dragons. This is our dragon show, in which a group of dragons. We've been making a lot of jokes about how these dragons haven't accomplished any quests, and I think that is true in the sense of, if this were a video game, your open quest tab would have nothing complete. Like, there would be no finished check marks on anything. You have so many open ones, and it's amazing. That being said, what these dragons did after their 20 plus sessions in the Dreadlands to simultaneously escape said place with powerful artifacts and treasure, increasing their hoard and kind of leveling themselves up to an extent, while also striking a blow against those horrible bipeds who came and invaded their perfectly wonderful, not at all problematic, draconic home plane of Wyrmloth. You have accomplished something. Though you haven't checked off any of your quests as of yet, you have a 0 completion rate on subquests, you have kind of already beaten part of the end game. So, let's all just take moments. Here's the thing. Sometimes you can't taste the wasp for the fig. That's all I'm saying. In this quest, the dragons have emerged from a sort of a domain of dread that they went into for various reasons. They may still want to return so they can get vengeance on someone inside of it. Wouldn't put it past them. But for now, they have escaped. They are back up to sort of their various things they need to accomplish, which involves assisting their warlock patron Archie, the Archfey, a small fairy dragon. This also involves killing the Tempest Mother Isora on behalf of Bill Bluster, the draconic des Regens, who is kind of put them into a pretty serious bond that will expire in some amount of time. He gave them a year and a day. That was 2 years ago, I think, in real time or something. But in game time, it's been a few weeks. But it's the Fairyland, so maybe it's passed a little faster. So they still have that goal. But they technically could complete immediately one task, which Archie asked them to get an interesting gift for another Archfey, Kog'Maw, whom he would like to impress with a cool monster, after they spoke to Mandy the Mouth a long time ago, the ultimate gossip. She said Kog'Maw is interested in the hungry, a sort of strange kind of forlorn creature from the Shadow Realm. They went to the Shadow Realm, got it, did some other stuff. We don't have to get into how long they were in that place, but the point is, they have this hungry here. They could just give it to Archie, check off the box, but fearing that Archie is... I think they are dragons. So I think on some level these dragons feel that they can't just get, like, a check mark for their first completed task. They really want to get some tangible thing or worthwhile favor from Kog'Maw herself, because it doesn't seem like Archie really has anything that he would sort of provide for that other than the magic that he gives them, which, let's face it, has become a little less specific or potent ever since we switched systems. So, with all that in mind, our group also met Nanny Rot, who gave them a potion of bonding, but she wasn't allowed to put in the ingredients that she sort of most wanted to. With that,
She has one large Popeye arm too.
she does have one very large arm and one smaller arm, and she brewed it for you in the giant scorpion shell and used the cursed demon armor helm as a label, so it all tastes kind of cursed, but in like a good way. It tastes like Halloween.
Did we all drink this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You drank it, and I think because of XigXag's rolls, you were pretty confident. XigXag prevented her from putting in two things that were hallucinogenic, and another, like, she prevented you from putting in, I think, hallucinogenic barnacles and a blue tinted weed that would be a serious kind of like reactant with that. So
okay.
it really was just kind of like a rum. Granny Rot felt whatever, but having done this, you did have a nice bonding potion, and the reward for this, I think I mentioned this last time, I am giving you guys a free long rest. So you have literally slept the night, watches taken, like no rolls, no evil fae stuff, or just as problematically, no new subquest inspiring like plot hooks have come along in the night. So everyone, after this long rest, please increase, if necessary, your power by 10. Between the drinking and the resting, 10 hours have passed.
Well, you mean like heal 10, not increase our maximum?
Not increase your power, but increase your current power. So
Okay.
if you had 31 power, you can go to 41 power. I'm looking at XigXag sheet, so that's the value there. So I think some of you at this point will probably be almost to full, others are full. Tongart doesn't count because Jesus Christ, Tongart. With that, the hungry also did not partake in this beverage. The hungry only like solid foods such as giant bramble bushes.
Yeah, interesting thing we've learned about the hungry.
But at this time, I will say I'm gonna do evens, odds on this. Oh, could you all, while we sit here, please roll your 4d8s to see what your starting luck will be for the day? Okay.
Oh.
I have one pair.
One pair. Your starting luck is 4.
I have 2 pairs.
2 pairs. Oh no.
It's
That means
still one pair. Still one pair, but yeah.
2 different pairs, but that doesn't mean your starting luck is 5.
Ooh.
Because of your luck.
How many are we rolling?
You roll 4, and depending on the degree of success there.
One pair.
One pair, you have
One
4 for
pair.
the day. 1-4 for the day. Pierce?
Also one pair.
Hey, 4. Everyone's got 4. This is a relatively lucky day. 4 for all, 5 for Lord Puku. Feeling lucky, although the way you are awoken is not that lucky, because it basically involves Archie very loudly screaming in all of your ears, and like like the little kid thing of like where they like grab your ear to scream in it. Basically, Archie is just kind of, hey, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, hey, wake up, it's morning, wake up already, I'm excited. You guys got me all excited, I want to do this. And you are all sort of shaken roughly by Archie.
Yawning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning, Archie. Yeah, morning.
Oh, top of the morning to you there, friend.
Ooh, top of the morning. Wait, where's the top?
God, my
is
head
it?
hurts.
It's usually on the top.
Oh.
Huh? Oh,
The top is on top.
okay. Well, are we gonna... Oh, look, the hungry. And you guys do notice that the hungry has fallen asleep chewing on a boulder.
I think it's
So have
soothed
well,
him.
there's in his mouth.
And the
It's like a
hungry is kind of
T-bone.
like snoring and like...
Ah,
and like kind of like still eating the boulder while sleeping.
Fella tuckered itself out.
Oh yeah, it was horrible. I was up late because I was so excited. I haven't slept, you guys.
Couldn't have told. You look great.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, I hope Kagma thinks so.
All right,
So-
just as like a refresh, friends.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna go here, right? To just so I remember everything correctly. We're gonna go to see Kog'Maw, but we don't really need the initial sort of thing we were after, because Buku has that amulet now, so we can just kind of go where we please.
Oh,
This is accurate.
what was the initial thing you were after?
I believe your supposedly romantic intertwining with the sorcerer under Kog'Maw's, or warlock under Kog'Maw's plea was gonna.
I swear, you
teleport
guys,
us.
I really don't think that's a thing. It's Desiree Dicklard.
Well, no,
I don't
I'm
think
just
that's a
saying
thing.
that's a rumor I heard, but I'm not. I'm just. That's why I said supposed.
Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Okay, is there any way we can not ask for that? Because
Well, that's
that'll
not
be
what we're
really
after.
bad.
No, no.
I don't want to bring her up.
No, I think what we're after here is either because we don't necessarily know how to go. I mean, I was curious about this Buku because I didn't have access to the amulet while we were discussing this, but I don't know if we can just go anywhere. I think we still need to know things about places, right? So,
It's, I believe, my understanding, and I'm sure I'll be corrected if I'm wrong, is that as long as we're aware of, if we have experience in a place, it's easier to get there. If we're aware of what it is, it's easier to get there. If we have neither, then it's damn hard.
And Lord Buku.
And mistakes go pretty badly.
And Lord Buku,
As in,
given your +5 for Arcana, and your analyze of 7 + 1, you would be rolling 10 dice and able to change one to the thing of your choice. You don't really even have to roll this, but if you'd like to, just to show off, you may. I would say, honestly, a 1st-degree success here. You literally can't not roll a 1st-degree success because you have a dragon die, and because you're rolling over 8 dice next to that, there's no way you can't do a 3rd-degree success here, because literally you'll have 2 matches and can turn one to another thing.
Right. So like a 4th-degree talisman success would be
4th-degree talisman is you're able to, you know what, I'll even say, I'll throw it on like this. For once, if you chose to, you could explain this so succinctly. Because also the point is very succinct. There is, you guys are in possession of Isora's own Sword of the Gales.
oh right.
There is no chance of any trouble getting not only to the elemental plane of air, but to Immersturm where she dwells. You are, Lord Buku, you're like between your brain and the fact that XigXag has her actual sword and it, from its origin place, it is you say the word and you're there, no trouble.
perfect. I don't explain it as succinctly as possible, of course. I try to do it in a way that makes me sound as smart as possible. But I do try to keep it relatively understandable. Just playing up my own accomplishments a lot.
Well, all right. Well, then that sort of eliminates that thing that we don't need any information. Then I think the thing we want is, I mean, we have Archie had said that there was an option that Kog'Maw would be able to transmute us, just specifically us, so that we don't feel that we don't have to kind of deal with the curse of the greed. That it's not going to be something that like destroys us the way it destroys.
Oh, I
That
remember
is
saying
not-
that.
But I think we'd also discuss the idea that we want to access a power that could maybe free everyone in Wyrmloth, so that we don't have to have people invading us and us going off and eating other realms or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember this conversation. I was like, well, maybe we don't really need to save everybody.
That was your contribution. Yes, you remember correctly.
I mean, I want to save them, but like I want them to be followers. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure if you saved an entire realm, Shishu, you would.
I just want them to know.
Like a thrall situation, you know, just fucking, just people bowing, you know, just coming up to you in the streets, weeping.
Like I'm not like an anonymous donor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like maybe like perhaps the hospital should put a building in our name, sort of situation.
I mean, our name,
Understood.
but yeah, that's yeah.
That's,
Well,
did I not say? I'm sorry. I meant our name. You know, 5 of us. That was my intention.
You think it should be called the Tongar Lan Buku Shishu XigXag ward?
I mean, I'm sure there's a more succinct way, like
We gotta think about the branding here, okay? Like this is
like
just really...
Buku and Friends or something along those lines. I'm just saying that they could do some sort of naming deal.
I mean, that sounds like a bad bard group, really. Like
What about an acronym of all your names? Maybe you could.
I'd see
Or
that.
just-
I'd watch that show.
Or just the Buteros ward,
You
That gets two out of 5. That's all you really need.
I
What
want
anyway.
a
acronym,
zigzag
though?
freeway or something.
What is that?
ZigZag freeway.
Like XigXag adopts this part of the sky or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. This is the zigzag skyway.
This.
Such a clean
But,
part of the sky. I really like what you've done with this part of the sky.
Weirdly though, the
No
clouds
birds
always look
whatsoever.
like. Weirdly though, the clouds always are shaped like brains. Very strange.
And shoes.
And shoots. Well, case in point, before we get to naming monuments to ourselves, we need the power in order to sort of shape that realm, right? So I think that was the other thing we were going to think about asking Kogma about is because Kogma doesn't have that power, but Kogma might know where that power could be, where we might go.
Oh,
or
wait,
at least-
Kogma doesn't have the power to transmute?
Well, not you said not like an entire realm.
Oh, no, not an entire realm, but you guys probably. But I mean, I don't know that she'd do it. Because, hey, listen. The point of bringing her this thing is to make her like me. Like, if there's like a little bit that happens for you guys, then great.
Well, I'm just after information. I don't need.
Oh,
I'm not
sure.
asking Kogma to do anything. I don't think she can do what we need her to do, or is willing to do what we need her to do.
I mean, honestly, do we need Cog? I mean, do we really
Well,
need...
also, I believe Kogma might have been able to point us more in a direction to Wenha, right?
Oh,
Or at least something.
Right.
We're basically just after information where we might be able to get enough power
oh.
Hey,
to
really, I don't
undo the
remember any of this
curse.
stuff.
If you
Well, I
want,
mean, if we need to travel,
Well, you
I'm
did
sure
drink
we
a
can
lot
travel
last
through-
night, Alon.
And
I'm sure we can travel to Wenha if we need to.
Well,
Well, maybe
I
we
would
should
doubt
get
that's an issue.
going.
Lord Buku,
Right.
speaking of that, just as far as the Wenha question goes, I don't want to further delay this, but Lord Buku, the ring on your finger, or I guess it still is on your finger because you're small. The ring on your finger,
Right.
the ring of Wenha, same thing as ZigXag's sword. You can go there, no problemo. But you do have the ability to commune with Wenha every single day. So if you're at a point where you have more questions for
I
her,
just feel like we don't want to be, too pick me, I just think we just want to like maybe call or leave a message even, like send a scroll, You don't want to just
Well,
you don't want to
in
be a
the-
little bit I mean in my experience, you don't want to be weak.
What kind of experiences have you had, Alon?
Oh man, I mean the balls, just like so many eligible.
It's a lot of juggling that you were doing. Is that what you're sort of getting at?
I mean, yeah, the premieres and the openings, and just everyone wants a little piece. That's why That's why I hang out with Sheesh, because
I keep it real for him.
I mean, anyone that
It's
wanted
important.
to, date me had to go through Shishu first.
It's important
Correct.
to, it's important to have something that keeps you grounded. You know,
No one
literally
was
had
good
to
enough for
date.
him.
Like had to date
Really
Shishu
nice to have those-
before me.
Nice to have those easy jobs where you don't have to do a lot too.
Wait,
that must have been
wait.
nice for Shishu.
someone had to date your sister before they dated you.
Yeah, I mean, she would screen them.
It's an
Yeah,
interesting
no one's
process.
good enough for my brother.
Does-
no
Does that mean
one,
that-
no one's gotten through your.
It's a lonely time.
No one's gotten
It's
through your
for his
screening
own
process.
good.
Oh my god.
Oh, they do say it is lonely at the top, Alon.
Oh my god.
Shishu and Elon are so fucking weird.
Mm.
I love them.
I mean, I don't want to go too far down this road, but we can take a couple steps.
All
Exactly.
right. Well,
We murdered our third son.
I don't think I have any further questions about this.
Oh, it's getting Lannister in here.
That's
dear.
you know, actually that's not true. I
Getting.
have so many questions, but none that I wish to ask. So
None I wish have answers for. I think it's
Yeah.
really
that's it. That's the
I'm
way.
so
That's a better way to put
tired
it.
of questions. Can we just
Yeah,
move
let's
on?
just, I mean,
But-
just like some, you
so-
know, just some action. I feel like I'm a dragon of action. I just wanna, just go. I just.
I get it. You want to X that box. I get you. Hold on.
Mhm.
But
Can I
yeah,
just have clarity on a couple of our goals here? Just so we
Yeah,
all
there we go. That's what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Please, if you please ask,
call.
I'm very curious about this as well.
it's oh, so my understanding is our number one goal is to get all these bipeds out of Wyrmloth so that we can retake our place in our kingdom, in our world. right?
Totally.
yeah.
One of the goals that
Yeah.
actually might be superseding that,
Done.
strangely enough, after having learned this history of our Gator Grace, is to remove this curse from ourselves and our people. Ourselves primarily, our people. It's like if we can. That seems to be really high up there. After that, it's more of a like, we've got all this debt that maybe we can
Yeah.
cash in on, or
I think the
know,
Bill Bluster one's pretty
restructure.
high because that is like a binding contract with curses attached to it. So that's probably a little
right.
high.
Yeah.
up.
Also, just like having fun and just like
all right.
That's
just
Good
making a bunch
question.
of gold.
Yeah.
Are
sure.
we removing a curse or are we killing Iodor?
They're one and the same.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We kill her to not get cursed.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like I have a lot of experience. I mean, I'm sure that we could just refinance the
The horse?
curse. Yeah, no, the curse, and just like we could just keep going on.
It's an
We just need to
interesting premise.
experiment. We just need to experiment with our product market fit here. We just haven't quite found it yet. So
That
as
is true.
long as
Notoriously,
as they don't, as long as Bill Bluster doesn't like call back the loan.
Certainly. My experience is always just like, if you need something, just take it from those that are less than you.
Yes, yes.
And you can always write fraudulent papers and just ignore them later.
Yes,
once you have
yes.
the
I mean,
power.
we have a
keep
year,
moving.
right?
Yeah.
Don't we have a year to commit fraud?
a year,
or like whatever.
year and a day to solve the problem.
Well, if we don't get moving,
But-
we'll never get there, though.
Yeah,
I've
no.
So-
never met a problem that wasn't solved by telling at least a couple of white lies.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I suppose the real question is that we have a couple of avenues to deal with this, right? We can always return to Wyrmloth, explore what the situation is like there, because apparently it's changed since we've gotten rid of some of these interlopers.
Yeah, I bet.
And
yeah.
perhaps we can consolidate some power, retrieve some artifacts, talk to some,
Yeah.
That is
experts,
Yeah.
whatever.
Let's do that. Let's do
I
that.
think that's valid.
And then
We could
and
also
then-
just go on, please.
Oh, go ahead.
I think that was what Lagak, what she was saying, that we
I
need to go
did.
back and
Yes.
I believe that was like, we're gonna go, we got this ravenous beast here that we're carting around, and we just sort of want to offload this, maybe get a little info from Kog'Maw about
Archie,
where our source of that power
but
might
Archie
be.
can take care of that, right? I
and
mean,
then
Archie,
head
we
back
don't really.
to-
I feel
back
like
to
that we don't
Wyrmloth.
really need.
If
I
you
don't
guys
really
at this
like that
point,
hunger.
if you look over at Archie, Archie is with the still sleeping Hungry, and Archie is like has gotten various flowers together and is making pigment and is painting like hearts and stuff all over the Hungry. It's like
I feel like this thing with Kog'Maw is gonna go real bad, real fast.
What? Why do you think that?
XigXag.
Hey,
XigXag is
guy's name I don't remember. Why do you think that?
Oh, I didn't say anything.
Shishu's brother? Why do you think it's gonna go bad?
Oh, you remembered my name.
Of course, Shishu, you're so famous and cool. What? How? Why do you think this is a problem? Ellie, Elliot?
Elon.
No.
Elon.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
I like
No, I
called
don't.
butt
It's just
face,
like a
but
feel.
it's
It's
awesome.
just it's just a feeling. I think it's gonna be good for you. I think it's gonna be great.
Oh, that's
For
that's.
us?
Oh, I like to hear that.
Yeah. For us, maybe not.
Mm,
Well, let's just go already. No, shouldn't
Well,
we?
maybe
So,
maybe you're right. Maybe we just go talk to Kog'Maw, deal with this. Help Archie out. Archie's been real good to us. And maybe after we help him out, he'll be even better to us, and maybe grant us some additional powers so we can, take
Oh
back
yeah,
our world.
or some treasure. Oh, you don't really do treasure.
My
do you?
treasure is good times and good vibes and friendships.
I mean, I'm
and
down.
love.
I mean, listen. Yeah, sure. Good times and good vibes is I'm always down for. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
We like to
let it
equate
roll.
good times and vibes to, magical power, but that's great. As long as you're happy, we're happy.
So
Well,
Thank you.
then I guess Archie, you gonna take us to Kogma, or are we gonna rely on Buku's first attempt at using this item?
well, I don't know what that item is, but yeah, we can just go. But Buku, also, you're on that plane already, so that would be.
Oh. I
You're,
just
you're
assumed
in
you
the
would.
fairyland, so it would be hard to. You could do it through like a side jump or whatever, but he'll say, "Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I guess if we're ready, sure. Okay, yeah, let's go. Ooh. Oh, let me get those banana flowers." And he. Okay, let's do this. And then he begins to. He begins to flutter. Are one of you going to just grab the hungry, or will you guys take the hungry on like a chain
Yeah,
and a lead? What's your plan?
I'll carry it.
Okay, cool. So you could pick the hungry up, and the hungry is tell you what, Tunkert.
I'll slap it in my. I'll throw it on my giant scorpion husk.
Okay, make a
Backpack
fine
or
motor
whatever.
skills roll. Let's see if you can keep the hungry from
Oh,
waking
interesting.
up.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't wake the
boy.
baby. Don't wake the
Oh
hungry.
boy. Let's see. Let's go ahead and spend 4 power to add 2 die to that. To
Okay.
give myself a chance at this.
Sure.
No.
So the hungry wakes up, and is just gonna. You can certainly still carry the hungry. Make a lift roll, but it's you'll need a 3rd degree success because it is
You want
squirming.
me to just come over there and like knock him out, Tongard?
Well, we don't want to risk like damaging the thing. If, like, what if you accidentally kill it because you're so strong, Shishi?
Oh, I would never.
Oh, please don't kill it. She won't like that. She doesn't like undead stuff, except for the many undead things she likes.
3 threes.
Perfect. With 3 threes, yeah, the variety. We'll say it's her obsession with it is a positive thing in this instance. Yes, you are able to collect the hungry, and you begin flying with Archie through beautiful, sort of, those kind of, passing more singing toadstools, swarms of fairies, blink goats kind of appearing and eating the underbrush and screaming weirdly and disappearing. You notice there is a... as you go a little further, I'm going to do evens odds on this. Great. It's too far away for you to interact with, but you do see a small frog wearing like really nice like a really nice like suit. And he's just kind of like he's like building a birdhouse or maybe a frog house based on the size, but he's just like, and he kind of waves at you guys as you pass, but he's just got little tools, and then straightens the suit and makes himself clean, and then does some more and wipes off some sawdust, and he's just working. Go talk to him if you want to.
I did not. Can we remind
Keep
can I
up the
remind
good
our
work,
group?
neighbor.
Elon's not here, of course. Hey everyone, we should probably just make sure that we are extra respectful of Kogma when we arrive. Unlike perhaps, well, we should just be extra respectful. She seems
Game respects
powerful.
game.
He is not here, but maybe Legok will sort of say this somewhat quietly to Labuku and say, Labuku, if so I understand, are you perhaps suggesting that I and, say, Elon, maybe others, wait outside of this Archface court just to handle some other business for a time? Is that what you're suggesting?
I would not be opposed to such a suggestion.
Understood well. As the
but,
leader of the group, you could propose a secondary goal. It would be good to undertake.
That's what Legok. That is an excellent idea. Sometimes I forget the trappings of leadership.
Well,
Yes.
I'm just a humble woman trying to make.
What are we all talking about? here?
We were suggesting that perhaps it would be best off to have two groups for this meeting here. One to ensure the advanced planning for the next stages and protection for those that are inside the Kagma. I thought perhaps Alon, perhaps you would be adept to lead that second group for us, and ensure that when we're ready to depart, that we'll be in an optimal position for it.
Also, you and you Buteros are great at sort of making acquaintances and sort of getting the lay of the land with the court and the people
It's
around.
all relationships.
Okay.
Maybe you can gather funding. Maybe you can find some new followers.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. XigXag.
And what's the other group doing?
Presenting the
I think
hungry.
that's-
Presenting this guy.
Yes. Presenting our favors and allowing the court, the usual dull inner workings of court business. Something I'm familiar with already. I'm sure it's but a trifle for one such as yourself.
Oh no, I feel like we should stick together.
Yeah, let's do it all together.
Yeah, I
right.
would want. I'd like to take a firm, hands-on approach. Really. A claws-on approach.
What? I'm just sort of curious. This is not really a judgment call or anything. I'm just genuine curiosity because I know that Lord Bukabzan, obviously given his title and everything, is familiar with more like court etiquette. But you two are wealthy. You all know court etiquette as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great, because I am.
I mean, we know. Here's the thing. We may not know like the sort of, ancient, 3 seasons ago court etiquette like Bukabzan, but we do know the cutting edge sort of trends.
All right, that's great because I'm as clueless as a jellyfish in a potato chip factory when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
At this time, you all, with your incredible hearing, and XigXag, you begin to smell a lot of monstrosities. But with your very good hearing, you all hear strange, otherworldly music that plays kind of from up ahead, and you suddenly find yourselves looking at a lake. But this lake, in the reflection of the water, shows a swirling, vibrant cosmos. Stars, and you can even see like planets that seem very close, sort of magnified in the reflection. If you look up, the sky above is purple and full of stars and galactic dust and planets and very wizard's hat energy. Strange moons and heavenly bodies. There is definitely something fairy-like about this place, but it's a more cosmic variety. XigXag, in addition to everything else that you smell of these, monstrosities going here and there, you also have a rather sharp scent of something that you haven't encountered since some of your times in the down in the pit of Oshtar. You smell aberration. You smell deep things that are, and in fact, that is probably the first thing you smell. There is some massive aberrations, a massive from the far realms creature somewhere nearby.
Probably start sneezing.
You also notice that as you're sort of getting to this lake, you can see that there is a landmass in the middle of the lake. This gives you an odd familiarity, or an odd sense of deja vu, because if you recall, Bill Bluster was also a lake with like an island in the center was his realm. He, of course, was over a giant-scaled castle in clouds, kind of beanstalk style. That's where he lived. This is now another landmass. You don't see a big castle in the middle, but you do see this like large island. XigXag, give me a smell roll.
Smell.
It's under vitality.
Do I roll the extra 1d8 or?
Yes. So for your spell, you roll a total of 7,
Okay.
and get to change
I
one
can
to
change
whatever
one.
you
Okay.
choose. Yeah, it's a good situation. And Archie goes, "Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Oh, guys. Oh boy." The hungry starts just trying to eat some grass on the ground.
3 of tome.
3 of tome. Ooh, with a 3. I think with a 3, you are smelling kind of as you look to the landmass. That is definitely the location of a massive. Like, you're overwhelmed with the scent of aberration, of horror, of eldritch thing. But there's also plenty of monstrosities there as well. Archie says, "All right, well, we can go there, and hopefully we can get the. Oh golly, oh boy, I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? I haven't done anything wrong. I'm bringing her a nice present. She's gonna love this. She's gonna love this. What are we even thinking about, guys? We just gotta find the snoring maw.
Huh?
That's where her core
I'm sorry.
is, in the snoring maw.
You don't know how to get there?
Oh, I do. I mean, you just find it and you tickle it a little bit, and then you can go in.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Could you be just the last fraction more specific, Archie?
Oh, sure. Well, you don't want to do it too hard because it might you're trying to get it to scream. Oh, by the way, you're all gonna hear a really upsetting scream. If you prepare yourself for it, it's really not too bad.
Okay. I said it was like a slightly fraction. I'm gonna need a whole pile more explanation.
Well, the exact location of her court is inside of the maw, and it's snoring all the time. So it's easy to find. You just gotta locate because it shifts a little bit. And then what you do is you get to it, and to make it open, you just kind of like massage the side or tickle or kind of pinch it a little, just kind of move it around, and then usually it'll open up and you hear this horrible sound. And while it's making that, you can kind of go in, and then you're in the maw, and that's where she is.
The maw of what?
The maw of Monstrosimo. The snoring maw.
Is that that's like a living creature of some sort?
Ooh. What makes you think that?
Well, you said it was a maw, and generally maws are
Okay, guys,
attached to
I
creatures.
have a real serious question.
Yeah.
What's a maw?
Mouth.
You said maw.
I know I did, and I know that's the term for it.
Well-
I've heard it.
Where I'm from, it's sort of the progenitor, the matriarch of the family.
Oh, hi, Ma. I've heard that too.
But I also think in this context, using context clue, I think we're talking more about a gaping mouth.
Oh, a mouth? Oh, it is kind of mouth. There are teeth, and it does scream, and it snores. Yep. But it's just the ground.
All right, let's.
Right. Excellent.
Sure.
Excellent.
Why not?
XigXag, make an analyze roll.
Okay, I think I'm fairly good at that. Okay. Okay, that is 3 of gemstone and 2 of weapon.
Based on your smell, and based on this talk of maws, you are suddenly pretty darn certain that this island is some kind of massive, elder thing that is asleep. And you're going to...
gosh.
It has at least one mouth that snores, and inside that mouth is her court, and that's where you're going.
I relay this to to others.
If you relay all of that, the first thing Archie says is, "It is? Wow. She's so cool that she set it up like that. I had no idea."
Well, all right then.
All right, so we are going to go there?
I guess so.
That's the
You sure
plan.
we're not gonna have to
Would
fight
appear so.
anything to get in, right? We can just walk right in the gaping maw.
Well, yeah, we gotta
Uh,
tickle it a little bit. Yep.
Archie,
kinda,
you gonna do the tickling?
Oh, I believe me, I'm ready. Yep. Just think about it.
So that I thought that would be more comforting. It was definitely not.
I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe Cosmo will be watching. I want her to watch how I do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry if you guys
How
aren't
am I
comfortable
more
with romance.
disturbed? Hmm.
Well, XigXag, why don't you go ahead and lead us to this gaping maw of tickling?
Oh, sure.
All right.
Do I
So
have to roll?
if you guys fly, you can sort of begin to sort of fly across the area.
Oh.
Go ahead, Lord Buku.
Is it possible to craft? Is it possible to craft some earplugs or something?
Oh.
Ooh, yes. I would say that is actually for you. That is not hard at all because you're sort of smaller and your ear holes are not as big. For others, it would be you need a good bit of material. But I suppose if you were literally just wanted to do it with like whatever like mud is on the ground here, you could do so. I would need an arts and crafts roll from someone that is under coordination, under the yellow column.
5 on arts and crafts.
5.
I
Well-
definitely want to do this role.
I
Because
love the sound of that. Yes, Shishu, do it up. I think the more people who do this, the better it would be as well. So, like, you know,
I
I'm gonna
can do
respectfully
it, but I
decline.
only have 3 dice in there.
sure. I think we have 3 people who might have 5 in this. So perhaps you can let the Buteros and Bazans.
Okay.
I'll roll for somebody.
Just feel like the people who would have known what dressage would have sort of arts and craft skills.
Yeah. Make a very, very courtly. Lord Buku, how do we do?
It's mandatory growing up within the court. You know, you have to have your.
I
arts and
understand.
crafts
That wasn't really a
moments.
criticism. It just sort of
I understand.
makes sense, you know.
None taken. I tried to primarily focus on quilting myself, but everyone.
Oh,
has their
really?
own specialty. Yes.
I'm going to spend 5.
How do you think we get those wonderful tapestries in the castles? Someone has
Shishu,
to
you're
make
going
them.
to spend some power on this?
I'm going to spend 5 power to change one of mine to have a triple success in trophy.
Love it. So Shishu is like, I want to say that Shishu, for various reasons, is familiar with the best way to quickly plug one's ears.
I have a double trophy.
Double trophy. How did you do, Elon? Or did you roll?
I didn't roll.
Understood. I would say with a triple and a double, a little bit of time is taken. You guys find some, kind of like silty grass, and you guys just can, your ear holes are bigger. They're not. You don't need like delicate wax or something. You're dragons. You can use scales. You'll be fine. So yes, you're able to get some pretty good earplugs. Like if you were just putting it in your ears right now, that's fine. But if you wanted to like keep these materials and do it quickly when you're closer, you could do that as well.
Are they making them for all of us?
They
or
are,
just for
yes.
themselves?
By having 2 of them do it, that sort of can cover everyone. One doing it alone would have been sort of harder. But yeah, you guys make earplugs, no problem.
Yes. I learned my quilting from great uncle Dusk. Quite good at it. It's a rather creative way of
I'm
Dusk?
super
displaying our
impressed.
history as a people.
Dusk, you
Super
said?
impressed.
Dusk Bazan?
Yeah, it's Dusk Buzzin King. Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I get the name right, that's all.
Oh yes.
Oh. That's
It's
fascinating.
rather well known for his tapestries, actually. He had a whole hall made of them. Right? It foretold the entire, rise in subsequent leadership and dominance of
in Byzantine.
Oh yes, in Boston. Yes.
Oh, I
I
love
mean,
this idea. I feel like I want to tell like a story to my followers via tapestry.
Oh, it's quite the lovely hallway, I have to say. You do have to invest some in the infrastructure of it, obviously, to house the entire thing, but it's worth it. We had quite a few tourists that would come by just to behold the tapestries. Some swore that they moved as they walked. It was impressive.
I'm definitely
Had to do
going to
with-
tell the
And
stories
the
of
nose
my
was
struggles.
following you.
I'm definitely going to tell the stories of my struggles via tapestry.
And I'm sure that would be quite extensive. I know how hard you've worked and how many challenges you've had to overcome as
I mean,
a,
it's at least one, maybe two tapestries, but it'll take
at
some
least.
time.
Yes, well, I mean, it's not easy to be a rich heiress to a burgeoning family fortune.
Legat goes
and
ahead
media
and plugs her
mogul.
ears at this point. Yeah.
Appropriate.
So XigXag, would you give us a track roll?
Check.
You're on the hunt for a snoring maw.
That is 4 of trinket.
4 of trinket. Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Cool. So XigXag, have you put in your ear protection yet, or
Yes, definitely. And
You-
I probably put some extra mud.
put some extra butt to kick it? So you're going purely on smell. You're trying to smell the snores of a massive aberration, and with a 4 of trinket, you are able to do so. So you're not even listening to it, but you can probably even feel like a rumbling on the wind. You guys fly sort of over, and XigXag probably keeps you not from actually flying over too much of this, because you're kind of going from where you're looking at it straight ahead. It's kind of on the left side, but on the further quadrant, kind of back there, sort of at your 11 o'clock. You're 10:30, 11 o'clock. So as you fly in that direction, you notice that on the ground there are various strange beasts moving about, monstrosities looking up at you, but XigXag guides you not over them, but your presence is certainly known, being 4 massive dragons plus a buku. As you head, however, XigXag,
Really? That's a buku.
well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying what they're seeing. They're seeing 4 big dragons and 1 man-sized dragon. Lord XigXag. As you get, however, on the side, you notice there's this area, just kind of on what looks like the coast, where there's an almost unnatural spray of misting, geysering water shooting up. And as you sort of fly and approach that, you do notice that the ground there has a almost mouth-like quality, and these strange kind of suction cupped lips are sort of rustling in a almost like a cartoon sort of vibe, as air kind of lifts out of it, and you don't hear Archie. Have you all put in your earplugs at this point?
Yes.
Okay, then no one hears when what you see Archie doing is
I'm gonna pull out one earplug.
I tickle it like you wouldn't believe. Ooh, boy, this is gonna be fun.
I'm immediately put my earplug back in.
But that is you. It looks like you found the place.
Okay. Can we land? Not right on the lips, but
Yeah,
kinda
you can land.
oh.
You can land near the area, and the hungry is probably trying to bite the ground here. But Archie can just kind of go over, and Archie's stretching out his little fingers, and he's just gonna reach down to kind of just to the side of it, and looks back at you all, and then he begins to sort of gently tickle and massage the ground in this area. It's utterly upsetting to behold. But then the ground does begin to buckle and shake, and it opens, and within you see a swirling cosmos within the ground. Lord Buku, it's not really dissimilar from the amulet that you are now wearing. You have an amulet that has the cosmos within it, but you looked at it, it's ooh, wow. It's so there's cosmos overhead, cosmos at the ground, cosmos under. It's a real Jim Starlin looking situation here. As you sort of glance down within, you can see that there seems to be like various beings like moving around this cosmic area. And Archie kind of like gives you a thumbs up. He also like kind of winces for a second. You all have made earplugs, so while you can hear like in the distance kind of a strange like cry, you also can see it because of like interdimensional synesthesia. You sort of see these like colors you've never seen before sort of shooting out of this mouth, but none of you even have to roll any kind of, you were sort of prepared for it. It's not even that harmful an effect, it's just weird. You are then able to, you could enter if you'd like.
Let's go.
But yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Cap.
So you guys sort of fly in. And as you sort of get down, Archie, you also have a strong sense at this point that the sound has stopped. You're no longer seeing those like odd sound waves. And Archie kind of is saying stuff to you, which none of you hear. But as you're and if you do that, Archie's like, okay, oh great, oh look, here we go. And Archie sort of flies down, and you notice that you wind up standing on this like strange kind of pockmarked, cratered orange planet.
Whoa.
And as you sort of like land upon it, and it seems like there is gravity there, but you didn't feel any, just like until you were like 10 feet above it, you land on it. It's very Super Mario Galaxy. You're on like it's like a real little planet, but you're kind of landing on it and it's functioning like that. And Archie says, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I've come back, Kagna. Hello. I brought friends and a present. My breath smells good. Hi."
That's right. Didn't we learn that Kagba doesn't have a face or a mouth? Is that what?
Oh yeah, she doesn't. It gets crazy. But as he says this, you all hear this voice saying, "Oh my, well, I am most surprised to see you, Archie, especially after the rumors I have heard about us." And you all turn to see that sort of suddenly standing there is a tiefling. There were some of these like fiendish bipeds in your realm, not a particularly common one. She's a tiefling. She has scarlet skin. Her ears are like fork, so it's like she has like 4 ear points rising up. Her hair is Kelly green. Her eyes are also stars. Her eyes are completely black, and you see like stars moving within them. And she wears this crown on her head that seems to be made out of fireflies, kind of like a laurel wreath of fireflies. They're kind of casting this golden light upon her. She has very impressive mail on, some kind of like scale mail. You're not sure of its kind, but it's definitely magical. And she holds this staff, which is literally has like it's like a dark metal staff, and at the top of it there is a ringed planet on a tilted axis just rotating. She says, "Oh, Archie, I am most surprised to see you. And so will my patron, of course. Who are these dragons you have brought to us?"
Wait, did she say so will her patron?
"Yes, my patron will be most surprised."
Kagma.
Is this
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 is
isn't
not
Kagma.
Kagma.
No,
I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I'm slow.
I appreciate the mistake that you think I could be an Alchfey, but no, I am Desiree. Desiree Declant. And who are all of you?
I'll speak for the rest of us. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh. You all realize this is the warlock who would have taken who Archie's plan was to take you to a place. When you had a thing, and she kind of looks at you and she says she's kind of looking at the 4 dragons, but she's mainly like addressing comments to like not rudely, but like based on just heights and such, kind of like to Buku and to Lagak, who are sort of her scale. You have come here for Kagma?
That is correct.
Oh, well, I can see if she would. I can see if she would like to. I can see if she would like to speak to you. And she kind of like hovers for a moment and says, "Oh, she is most intrigued. Oh, I have not told her what you have, but I see it. Oh, Archie, you have done very well. Oh my. Oh, she's going to be thrilled." And she is now looking at the hungry. "I was seeking one of these. Wherever did you dragons find it?"
We had to search
Such a
hard
long
and
story.
far.
Oh, I bet you did.
Yes.
Oh my. Ah, well.
Travel the plains.
XigXag. You smell, coming out of cover very close, a fey creature. One that is, it's been a little bit of time, but it is still vaguely familiar to you. But this fey creature, what you smell is like a whiff of a fey creature, as if it has just entered this place through a door or out of cover somehow, being here for a moment, and then you smell it just, it disappears.
Just disappears.
Something popped up and you were like, "Ooh, that smells familiar," and then it's gone.
What is it?
With what you scented, you don't know.
Can I roll on it? I mean, you said it's familiar to me, so memory.
Roll an intellect, just an intellect.
Okay.
Just the 60. No, none of your other stuff on it. Yeah. Or as you rack your mind, be like, "What was that?"
Mm-hmm. 3 of Tome
It is
and
you.
2 of Talisman.
Which one do you want to use?
Tome.
Okay. The scent is. It is not Granny Rot. But it is a hag, you're pretty sure.
God, what hags have we encountered?
Was it the
You
one that
guys
followed
remember?
Buku?
Gosh. I asked others, do you guys remember? And, oh, is it one of the night hags?
Were they
But
night
you-
hags? If it was night hags, then it smells fey-like and fiendish. Because
Okay.
that's so dumb that they're fiends.
So
It
it's
makes me
not
so
the,
mad that
one
they're
of the
fiends.
hags to do with the book.
Yes,
we
that
stole.
is what it is. If those were night hags, then it also smells fiendish.
Mm.
And I hate that
So
night
it
hags
wa-
are
it's-
fiends, for the record. They should all just bothers me.
So it's not that.
It is that. Yes, that's
It
what
It
you
is
smell.
that?
It is that.
Ooh, guys, bad. Can I whisper to the rest of them that what I smell?
Yes.
Just actually, I probably wanna whisper it mostly to Thangard because he's the smart one.
Sure.
What?
That's objectively not true with Lord Buku there, but yeah. Okay.
Well,
He's the reasonable one. That's fine to say.
yes, exactly. Well, smart to
I like to think
He's a
myself
wise
wise. Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm sorry. What exactly are you asking of me?
I'm just telling you that I smelled
You
one of the
smell
night
these hags.
hags that traded us the book.
Like those specific ones, not just like a night hag.
No, one of those.
You don't know that with your roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just I smelled the night hag.
Well, we were told by Granny Rot, right, that there might be one here. No, we were supposed to kill it if we saw it, right? Is that what we agreed to
Right.
last night? There was a lot of rattle sculling going on.
You really
know,
Yeah,
want one
you're
of them
right.
dead.
All
Okay.
right, well, I guess
Never
we just
mind.
keep an eye on.
I'm just mentioning it. Just keep an eye.
Yeah,
on it to see-
I think we should avoid night hags if we can. You know,
Yeah.
we got real lucky with our encounter last night. I feel like.
XigXag, I'm going to let you do something just to sort of give you context of what was happening, but it's a very long shot here. Make a read person roll. you have you need a high degree of success because you're doing this without having with only smelled someone. But I'm gonna let you try this.
Oh God! And I have three
Yeah,
speed
you're-
and read person.
Yeah, give it
I
a
have
shot.
no chance in here.
If you, well, give it a shot.
I get 2 coinage.
Yeah, you're not. You can't
I
smell.
could spend if I spend 5 to have it 3. Would
You
that make anything? Sure.
You could do that. Yeah, you could.
Is it worth it?
I can't tell you that. How badly do you want to know whatever this is?
I wanted to know very badly. So
Then I guess it would be worth it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sure. So 3 of coinage.
You
No, 3
smelled.
of, yeah, good.
You smelled the tiniest hint of surprise. Some whatever like musk or like pheromone was on that. Whatever the emotional scent was surprise. So you have a suspicion that someone emerged to see what the hubbub was, saw 5 dragons, perhaps familiar dragons. This is speculation. And immediately went back in wherever they were.
Okay. Pocket dimension, I'm thinking.
You have no idea.
Alright. Putting a pin in it.
After a few moments, however, you all feel like a strange presence looming over you. You see walking through the cosmos, the size of planets, is this long-limbed, kind of like multi-legged creature. Its body of material you've never even seen before. It seems sort of tacky and like you would stick to it, but it's also kind of like furry. And these long limbs.
I thought you meant tacky, like gauche.
Also, I mean, I don't know that you would think it was gauche. You'd think it was weird. It seems like a performance art piece. But as it performance art piece, as it walks sort of or kind of moves oddly towards you, you do notice that its head is like bearing down, and its head is a sphere much larger than the one that you're standing on. But there is this open hole, as if it's not even, there's like a part of it is a sphere, but then there is just nothing in the face. And within that face is yet another cosmic expanse. But this one, unlike the one that you're sort of standing within, unlike the one within Lord Buku's amulet, seems to defy all reasonable understanding of physics, of space, of reality. It is confusing to look at, and yet that is what is staring at you out of 6 or 7 dimensions. This open, just like bizarre face hole that should be there. And in your minds, you all hear a voice saying, "Why have you come here? Dragons."
I'm gonna just lean in, like, to Lord Buku. Say, like, no offense to Archie and Bill Bluster, but this is sort of much more in my mind what I imagine when we talk about Archfey.
Could not agree more.
Sort of unknowable. And
Right,
terrifying.
just something a little beyond the realm of experience. Can I do a read person roll on this?
You may do a read person roll on this unknowable thing. I will tell you the you have to roll pretty. You got to get a lot of matches in this, but give it a shot.
Well, I've got 3 pairs.
Okay, that's grand. Are you gonna leave it there? Are you gonna spend some precious power?
I guess I could spend some power. Can I make one of them a triple? I don't know what that costs. 5?
Yeah, you cost 5, and you can. Oh, you had 2 separate pairs, not 3 of a kind. Or you had 3 separate pairs.
Correct.
Yes, you could make. I see what you're saying. You could make one a triple. You're not even sure that will be enough to understand something so alien and massive.
Oh, I can re-roll my entire pool for 3.
You could, and then you could spend 2 to keep one of the pairs. So you could spend 5 to re-roll all but 2.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds great.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Forget it. Can I change the pair that I kept though?
No. You cannot do that, sadly.
Sweet.
I mean, you could spend 10 power and effectively have done that.
I once again have 3 pairs.
I think that you simply...
Just give up.
I'll tell you what. I will give you to be brutally honest about this, 4th degree success at this was going to give you a partial information. 5th degree would give you true insight. A 3rd degree success, I'll say something you probably suspect. This archfey was at some point probably some kind of aberration, far realms thing.
Okay. Alright, cool.
And basically, as she's saying, like, what are you here for? Dragons. And you hear this, like, voice booming in all your minds.
Yeah.
I'll respond, Great Kog'Maw, we are here for the benefit of our own patron, Master Archfey Archie.
Archie pops up behind your shoulder and goes, "Who loves you, baby?"
We come in a request of love and desire and wish to speak on behalf of Archie and his professed and enduring love for you and all things infinite tied to it. To this end, we have brought you a gift. Merciless, the hungry.
Yeah, I'll let that. I mean, that would start off all right, Lord Buku, but I think the only thing more bottomless in the blackness of her existence seems to be the hole you were digging there, my friend.
A bit intimidating. I'm used to kings and queens. This is a little bit outside the scope.
This thing's peering down and saying, "Are you dragons upset by my form?"
More awestruck.
No.
I would say.
No.
We are awestruck.
To lesser beings, I often appear in a more palatable way, but I figured dragons could handle a glimpse, one tiny corner of the truth.
I love the
And
truth.
what corner it is.
I believe in being truthful at all times.
Look, you've brought me a hungry. I've been so curious.
I'll just set this down here for you.
This pleases me greatly. Let me understand it. And suddenly the hungry begins to float, like, and float up into sort of the reality of that. And you see as the hungry sort of crosses, like, the plane of wherever the hole that should be your face, it begins to, like, stretch and spaghettify into, like, all sorts of strange dimensions. And then she... You almost feel like the cosmos breathe, and then the hungry, like, reassembled, falls back, tilting and landing before you, and then it just starts gnawing on the ground. This pleases me greatly. I will have more. And then she begins to ingest these strange green globs of, like, ectoplasmic goo that as they float down towards you, take on the form of the hungry. And soon, there are 6 of them, all just gnawing on the ground.
I don't like this.
Oh, these are going to be a wonderful collection. This is so exciting that you have had this brought, my mistress. I am once again impressed, both by your taste and your craftswomanship. I appreciate the kind words, Desiree. And I appreciate you, Archie. Oh,
Ooh, someone's gonna get it.
what a soft spot I have for you. Yeah, I got a little spot for you too. I'm sorry about how things went last time, but I won't make those same mistakes again, I promise. My memory is long and goes in both directions. I know that you will make many mistakes in the future. Oh, sorry. I'll try not to. I know that too. But you are weak, Archie. And I understand I am not enough woman for you. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that, baby. I know I can do better, I promise. This pleases me.
Well,
Archie, maybe you should redefine a relationship in non-traditional standards.
Oh,
Perhaps
yeah.
that would be
Wait,
better
hey,
for you
how
both.
about we redefine our relationship in non-traditional standards? What standards would you like to use, Archie? Metric? Is that what you mean?
Was
Kelvin, I think, is what Lord Buku was thinking.
yes.
Who's Kelvin?
Kelvin?
Who's Kelvin? You've been seeing a Kelvin? I'm sorry, I'm one to talk. Oh gosh. Oh dear.
Oh man. Well, perhaps then. Perhaps Archie, you can sort of think of maybe that rather than bring in gifts to Kogma, you sort of think of like yourself as a gift.
Oh.
Right, and that
Oh.
your gift you're giving her, and that she's a gift she's given to you, and that the
Well,
gift.
I mean, she definitely
Because-
pulls me in there sometimes, but not like the. Wait, what?
What is that, Lack? You've kissed her, right? Does that happen to you when you kiss her?
Archie, have you been telling tales? I'm not sure I like that if you tell your friends about what we get up to. Oh no, it wasn't. I wasn't saying nothing bad, I promise. I really promise you can read my brain like you do. Oh, Archie, I love when you squirm. It's so funny. Ha 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 ha. You hear the echoing of this elder thing, like she's not actually amused. She's just like, this is a situation to be amused. Ha 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 ha. It's an odd just attempt at emotion. It's very
It
unsettling.
text to speech thing.
Yeah. But Archie turns back and goes, "This is going great."
Well, we're just here in your corner, man.
Desiree says, "My dragon friends, you are Archie's warlocks. Is this my understanding?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
then we are similar in our thing. It would appear none of you are primarily warlocks. You have been given a bit of eldritch invocation. Am I correct in assumption?
Yeah, a little bit of a kiss of the arcane. as it were.
Perfect. Well, believe me, a kiss of the arcane is a delightful thing. So my friends, Kogma does bestow certain gifts, but when possible, I will bestow them on her behalf. Although you do appear to be rather strong and she looks at Lord Buku, and when she says the following words, she is looking at your amulet, but she says, "You're strong and well endowed, dragon, so there may not be much you need from me, but I know that
believe-
Kogma is likely interested
Well,
in rewarding you for what you have done here."
I believe we were mostly after some sort of information. We thought someone as vast as Kogma might be able to point us in the right direction.
Oh,
Though we're not opposed to rewards, if that is also being offered.
what is the perhaps? Why don't you run by me rewards you would like versus information you seek, and I will tell you which is more plausible to receive. Yes.
Okay.
What rewards would you want?
Lord Bugu?
Oh, well, I mean, as always, we are trying to. I'm not sure how aware you are of our current situation, but our realm was recently overrun by some, troublesome bipeds, and we are, of course.
You are
trying to fix
Wyrmlothian
that.
dragons?
We are.
Oh, now I am very intrigued. Kogma, do you hear this? She's like, yes, my infinite mind hears both this conversation and the sweet nothings that Archie is cooing into the wrong part of me. Oh, sorry, I thought, whoops, where's my head at? Clearly not where your head isn't. Oh dear, he flies elsewhere. Go ahead, please, she's listening, I'm handling this.
But I'm sure my compatriots will correct me if I'm wrong on this. But we have multiple goals, of course. But one of the primary ones is to get strong enough to retake our world, and prevent outsiders from ever crossing in again. To which end, of course, whatever treasures are helpful is great. But as Master Lasso alluded to, information in order to achieve such a goal may be paramount over the material possessions one might acquire in time. So,
yeah, we're
yes.
The sort of information we're in search of is just more of like we need we've recently learned our entire realm is cursed.
Oh yes, it very much is. I'm well aware of this.
We'd like to undo
everyone
that
knows
curse.
this with us.
And we're
You wish to what?
Undo the curse that we're all under.
Oh my.
my.
Oh, this is a big thing you wish to do.
Yeah, so we are asking you to do that. We know that's too much of an ask.
Oh yes,
We're just
very
looking-
much, but intriguing.
We just
Nonetheless.
sort of would like to know where to go to make that ask.
Well, you would need to. I mean, I can even. Do you? I do not wish to be presumptuous, my patron, but I can answer this being from Wishworld myself. I am a native of Mondevue.
Oh, that's
Rendezvous?
that's
Mondevue,
where what's her name is from.
It is where what is from?
Mondevue, isn't that where our what's her name is from?
Wenha?
Wenha.
Yes, Wenha is the goddess of Mondevue. Wenha gives.
Oh, cool.
We have a fairly close relationship. We talk.
You are most
occasionally.
intriguing dragons. I am now really interested in. Oh, she kind of like gives like Lord Buku like a slap on the arm, like, oh my, you dragons are, oh my, you are interesting dragons. Well,
Buku steals a look at Shishu to make sure she's paying attention.
Shishu's not paying attention. Because Shishu's not getting attention, so she's just like looking at her claws.
I have a side question.
please.
What kind of shoes is she wearing?
That's very. That's not side. That's main.
I actually think I have this written down. Hold on, because I knew when I built this character years ago, because I really thought you guys were gonna go straight fucking here.
Well,
They-
we probably would
yeah.
have. If I hadn't like banana peel tripped into a domain of dread.
No, I thought you were going here before you even went. Like, I was ready for you to just go here before you even went there for any reason. She. Yes. Is wearing. Oh, she, by the way, is also wearing a robe of stars. I should have mentioned that. Oh, she is wearing like high-heeled boots.
Oh god, they're like those like the fantasy boots.
Yes, the
That's
fantasy
really
boots where like they have all the sort of whatever
Oh,
of
I'm
heels.
just really staring at them.
They're very cool. They're also probably they are somehow cosmically designed and decorated for sure.
I just cannot stop staring at the boots.
If only my heart wasn't already given to another.
Oh god.
What an odd non sequitur. So
Sorry, I got distracted.
but in any case, so you are, well, if you permit me, my mistress, yes, it would be through wishes of Wenha to undo such a thing, I would imagine. You would need to make a wish as an entity of such power, or convince such an entity to do this. I am not. I will be honest with you. I do not even believe that simply killing the one who created the wish that put the curse on your place, I do not think that would even stop it. I think you would need to unwish it. Simply defeating this foe. Although, if you try to unwish it, that foe will come for you, I am sure. What a fascinating idea.
Yeah, I was sort of worried about that.
Because you are all under the thrall of this shadow master of the soul, whatever it is called. So, it will be almost impossible for you to take any action against it. You understand?
But if we were,
Hmm?
what would you think would be the steps to do so? Like, first, free ourselves of the curse, find a way to obscure our presence so that they can't track us, and then pursue
freeing just
releasing
you
the world?
dragons from the curse. This sounds more doable, certainly. If you could get your hands on a wish, you might be able to wish the freedom. Although even that, it might know you're coming and try to stop. But yes, then what you would need to do is find a powerful entity with a wish to give. Or become powerful enough that you yourself could make the wish, provided Wenha would give you one, eh? But Wenha does not like to give wishes to dragons of your world. For understandable reasons.
How would we? Maybe that's something you could help us with. How would we convince Wenha to do such a thing?
Oh, well, if you, I have never communed with Wenha myself. I do not know. I know that Wenha just simply believes everyone. Wenha has a real feeling of like, make everyone's wishes come true. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Real like, etc. vibe. So it's real. She's that's her whole thing. So play to
It's
this
kind of
perhaps.
wise, don't you? Allow that to happen to dragons as well.
Yes. But this is this is not hidden information I give you. Hidden to you, hidden to your plane, of course, but not this is simple. So I do not believe my lady can grant you my lady does not have wealth so much as she can transmute. So if you wanted mundane treasure, she could give you a great deal of it just by turning valueless rocks or things into gold. But I think you have plenty of gold, and she cannot imbue magical items, which is probably what you need at this point. She can occasionally create a creature to be more powerful than it is, but you are all, I take it, strong enough to be at your current sort of size and power, so I doubt she can improve you through transmutation.
Would it be possible for her to either lift this curse from us, or maybe even preferably make it so that this dragon progenitor of ours can't track us or is no longer aware of our presence?
Make it so this dragon progenitor cannot.
I don't know if anyone else has some brilliant ideas as
Well,
far as how to
I think
take
if we
advantage of
can,
this boon.
I'm curious if we're cured of the greed curse, if that decouples him from us so that we are less trackable to him. I'm more concerned by the fact now that that statement that our new friend here made. That Desiree. My apologies for not addressing you.
You're fine.
Right, that we won't be able to act against him. Right.
I want anyone who'd like to make a quick read person roll.
Oh, I think I'll do that.
You suspect you need
I'll do
a
that.
high number.
I'll do it.
You suspect you need a high degree of success. Because
If
Desiree
I spend
seems very
5
clever.
points. I'll spend 5 points for quadruple success in talisman.
Quadruple, okay. Quadruple will give you some intel for sure.
Ooh.
Tongart. I think Tongart either split in a way that he doesn't care for, or he's looking at a high degree here.
So I have right now, without doing anything, a quadruple success in total. I think let's just spend five power to have it be a fifth.
A fifth in tome. Cool. Elon, how did you do?
I mean, I feel good about myself, but it's a pair of gemstones.
This also makes sense because I would say that Elon is the least. Elon does not care about this plan and almost like doesn't even want to do it. And I love that. Did anybody else roll on it? Care to report? Otherwise,
I
think
tried, but I got nothing.
you guys are
so
kind
I
of trying to
just-
do this, but Tongart.
I stay with the shoes.
And this is interesting because even though this was a very hard thing, I think Lord Buku, you have the sense of this. You have a sense that like Lord Buku, I will say this. Desiree is very intrigued. She's flirting with you, so clearly she can't resist your amazing charms, of course. But you think that Desiree, you believe she is on your side to some extent. And you believe she's maybe going to make some moves in your behalf. Tongart, what you get is there is this minor glance she's kind of trying to give to any of you, and what she's saying is basically just like, play along with this, but almost like don't think about it. And she begins to say, well, no, what you would need, of course, would be to have a true polymorph cast upon each of you into a dragon identical to you with all of your knowledge, experience, and abilities, but not of Wyrmloth. You would need to be changed on a tiny level within the vastness of her. But as amazing as my patron is, not even she could do such a thing. There is no way she could make a perfect copy of you as yourself, imbuing you within it. That would be... There is no way she could do that. She would be incapable of doing such a thing.
Well, then.
But what if I really want another one of me?
Well,
I'm
then
sure
we just
it
have to go find someone who could do it. Because clearly, Kagba's not capable of doing it.
Okay. I'm actually going to roll something on behalf of... we'll see how well Desiree just did this. Because lying to your own patron is hard. But Desiree does have some deception to her. And I have her stats in D&D, so I'm just rolling a D20 right now. Just rolled a 19, guys.
Good.
So Desiree is saying, there is just, what you ask would be incredible, but it's impossible. And suddenly you hear her voice say, what are you saying I couldn't do? Oh, no, please forgive me. I do not mean to. It was a silly idea I've had. It makes no sense at all. What are you saying I could not do? Well, were you hearing our conversation? Yes, I was. I was hearing that and all of the things Archie was saying to me. It was about school districts. For the kids we won't have, because, with the kids she could throw up little kids for us if we wanted some.
Desiree was saying how you could not true polymorph us into identical copies of ourselves uncursed by the Wyrmloth curse, I believe is what she was saying.
I could do that.
That it?
Oh, you could.
Of course I could.
Well, I
It would
guess
be
I'm surprised.
tremendously difficult. Indeed, we would not wish to put you upon it. I did not mean to say you could not. I simply meant to say that what it would require would be too much to give even for the hungry.
If that is too much to ask, we would not.
No, to do that would be nothing for me. I could easily do that. Why do you underestimate my power, Desiree? I do not forgive me, mistress. No, I did not mean to imply that there is anything you could not do. Simply that the ask is too big for what has been presented. Dragons fly into me.
All right, I get up and start flying.
Okay, let's go.
Flap,
Are we?
flap, flap.
Are we?
Lagak is saying, wait, what is going on? What are you all doing? And Archie's like, oh my god, they're all gonna go, oh wow.
Stay, Lagak.
Oh, well, this is, I can't lie that I've never fantasized about something like this before.
Well,
oh boy. Archie's kind of just like hovering over to
Lagak.
the side.
Lagak, we're about to do something either very smart, very stupid, maybe
Okay.
both.
Oh dear.
I'll start flapping.
Oh dear.
We're gonna save Wyrmloth. Let's go.
Oh, jeez, okay. You guys all fly up into the mouth of this entity. Does anyone, as you're doing this, you understand that there's about to be a true polymorph cast on you of a wild variety? Is anyone going to try to resist what is happening as this occurs?
Only if it feels like it's not my true self.
Okay, good to know. Thank you, Elon.
I'm rolling with it.
Elon also said he was going first. So Elon flies up, and you'll be the first to do this. As you guys see Elon as his like long dragon golden head crosses into that, it begins to like stretch forever. Kind of like the spaghettification that happens when you enter a black hole, just doing this, and then also stretch into multiple different dimensions. You all begin to see in more dimensions. You're beginning to see fifth, forget fourth, you're seeing fifth, sixth, even seventh dimensional space. Sort of this non-Euclidean geometry of more axes than you could possibly understand, just stretching you out in all different ways. It is truly bizarre. Shishu. As you enter, the same thing happens to you, but there's as you see your brother doing this, you're kind of like, you know, you have this momentarily like, okay, this is weird, but it is your brother. I'd imagine you fly in pretty happily. XigXag, you were raised by a mind flayer dragon, so I don't think this is a bother to you. Buku and Tongard.
It's kind of interesting. It's like a really nice trip.
Yeah. And as you do this,
a
but then
trippy trip.
I will say also, like, once like XigXag has gone in, this is when you see that Elon is being like fully ripped apart, and like Elon seems to be like different parts of Elon are on different facets of whatever strange stuff you're seeing. Tongard and Lord Buku, I would say the two of you, because Tongard, you were talking for a moment, Lord Buku. You have not entered this plane yet. You're seeing some wild stuff.
Well, Lord Buku, I think, I don't know, I'm starting to feel like our mouth wrote checks our body can't cash at this point. Watching what's going on there.
This is
They have a
absolutely...
second body to cash a lot of checks.
I feel like we do this a lot, actually. You know, it's normally I roll with an abundance amount of confidence. You know, grounded in the history of my kin and you know, years of dominance. I'm starting to wonder if maybe that's misplaced.
You know?
Every once in a while, it just creeps in when we have these moments of well, spaghettification, and it makes me curious. Did we choose correctly? Perhaps this wasn't our best choices.
Are you going to go through Lord Buku-Nazan?
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. Everybody, I'm looking at Tongard and it's like, are we doing this? I'm looking at what's her name? Desiree.
I'll grab
like,
Buku's hand and Thelma and Louise with him into this.
Wait, you guys, you want to be touching when this happens?
No, I absolutely do not want to.
No.
It's the fly.
Yeah, she could. We can have a Tongard. We can have a real. We can have a crude matter luminous being situation if you guys want to alternate who's in the body.
Well, I was imagining we'd emerge as what's her name, 5-head dragon god.
Oh sure. Oh yeah, you guys could become a Tiamat here actually. A Tia, the original Tia. Okay. You all are pulled into this. There is a very minor chance that something bad could happen if I roll incredibly high on these 66. I have rolled so high. I rolled 3 6s and a 5. Hold on.
Oh my god.
That is 23. Okay. This is gonna be so that's 23, 26. But there is one in there, 27. All right. So the first thing that happens is all of you, from the psychic and physical tiring of this, you all lose 27 power. The good news is there was a danger that some of you who are under 36 could have been really sundered by this, but
Can my resist injury help with this?
XigXag, you feel that if you try to resist the injury, this process might not work.
Oh, how about endurance?
You think if you try, no, if you're giving yourself over to this. Elon,
How much was it? 26? 28?
27.
27.
Elon, you feel in the doing of this a tremendous shifting, but as of now, you do not feel your body. You do not feel that this is taking away your true self.
Okay, great. I feel good about
Until
that.
you suddenly feel. So basically, when the physical stuff is happening, you don't feel it. You let that go. You didn't try any resistance then. But now, you suddenly do feel elements of your mind beginning to shift in a way that the rest of you have kind of already said you're going to roll with it. You are purposefully failing your resist coercion rolls. But Elon, you are fighting back, and I know you're also good at this. So there's actually a danger that this process will sort of spit you out. Because you said you want to do it. So go ahead, Elon.
Gonna disrupt the process a lot.
Yeah.
Turns him into schizophrenic.
Go ahead and
or
do a
something.
Well, I mean,
resist
it's so I want. Okay, I just want to be clear about this though.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, I love a good journey, a little good mind journey as
Of
much
course.
as the other person. I guess it's more like, do I feel? It's more just it's a vibe check, I guess.
I would. Yes. I tell you what. Go ahead and do a detect vibe roll.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
I forgot there's a thing
There's
for
literally a
that.
detect vibe under the will. Yeah, I love that. This is great.
Like, if I'm gonna be more me or a truer me, I'm down, right?
Mhm.
If I'm gonna be like Lord Buko,
What, a better version of yourself?
well, and I have so little power.
Yeah, you
Oh.
guys do. It's almost like I had you roll that before the stuff.
Okay, well,
Do you have any successes? Any matches?
oh yeah, I have 2 pairs of successes.
Okay.
I have a pair of gemstone and a pair of artwork. Yeah, I'll just keep it at that.
Which one would you like to use, the artwork or the gemstone?
Let's see.
Either could.
Artwork,
Artwork, great. Intention, inspiration.
inspiration. Yeah.
Ooh, and you know what? I'm gonna. Coinage actually would have been a key one for this, but I'll say that envy is kind of not dissimilar because I think for you, part of your greed is also about showing up other dragons. It's not just the needing to have yourself. It's the
Oh yeah.
Elon. What you begin to feel as this is pulling at your brain
Yeah.
is, I want you to imagine that you're at Burning Dragon, okay?
Yeah.
And that you're taking some like magic giant mushrooms.
Yeah. Sure.
And-
yeah. Some powdered.
I want you to imagine
Giant
that Elon's feeling while on those magic mushrooms, suddenly being told, I don't have to always acquire more. Greed is a problem. This is not my true nature. The idea that I would constantly try to have more than other people is wrong, and moving forward, I will not do that. I want you to think about how that would feel to you. If that is something you would resist or if that is something you'd run to.
100% resist.
Then please make a resist coercion roll. I love the idea that I couldn't get Elon to turn into the Dark Lord, but I still will have Elon to be the evil one separated from the group in the end of this. That being said, this is
You might have to kill him. but
despite
that's
you
okay.
doing, I will say that you are resisting here, but you are resisting the machinations of an archfey. So like it's not easy to do, but you can. Yeah.
Sure.
But you also get 6 dice.
No, I think that yeah, like that's my vibe. Even if it's gonna make it like better for me in the long term, I don't feel like I'm doing long term. Okay. I'm sorry, what
So,
category is that
It's under will, resist coercion. I'll also tell you that strictly speaking, you as a player, you do have to roll this, but you could choose to take 1 die. You get to pick what you're doing. So if you did, like, this game gives you a way to fail even when you're forced to roll, because you can always say,
right.
I'm just going to use my 1/6 on this rather than.
No, I feel like I want to let the dice sort of
think it
see
makes
what's
sense. Yeah.
gonna happen here. Oh yeah, not great. Pair of trophy and a pair of weapons. So
Pair of trope or weapon. If you'd like to spend power to get that to a 3, you could.
no, I know because I'm more concerned about like how bad the other thing was. What I don't want to do, I will say this. this greed stuff, I mean, I guess, and maybe we'll just roll with it. I don't want to risk, though, like, I've had some bad burning dragon experiences, and I really just don't want to sunder my mind, you know? Like, I want to be able to come back for that, because I feel like in the long term, as I'm thinking about this, you know, maybe this will be like a phase, right? Like, maybe this will be like a cool thing, and it'll be a good tool, right? To like a good line, right? It'll be great.
Which one are you going with? Trophy or weapon?
Trophy, yeah, vindictiveness. Competition.
Competition. I like it. Okay, cool. Elon.
Yeah.
Though you put up some resistance to this, with a second degree success in trophy, it does not prevent this process. And so while the rest of you are like just screaming into the void like, whoa, Elon is like, I'm not sure, but he is still pulled along with you. Each of you feels your bodies fully separating. You feel your minds pulling apart. You feel your history. You basically experience every moment of your entire life again.
Oh.
Up to this point or into our future?
Both. Into the future as well, although the future parts are almost unknowable. It's like you're witnessing things and you're not sure if they you're not sure if they're pasts you forgot or futures that you don't, but like it's not stuff that you retain. In any event, each of you feels this like psychic, physical, mental, absolute stretching, shattering, Rubik's cubing of your bodies, minds, and essences. And in the climactic moment of this, you all experience, perhaps it lasts only a millisecond, perhaps it lasts 10 years, but you are all green goo. For a few moments, you know this piece, the piece of an ooze, glorping and floating in space. Spherical, but also morphing, amorphous sensation outside of typical sensory organs, and yet still a strange heightened awareness. And then the goo begins to be made flesh that is totally new and yet completely familiar. But each of you in this moment feels a separation from one part of your past. You have every memory of being in Wyrmloth. You have every memory of the feelings that you have had to always grow your horde. But as each of you thuds into the orange, pockmarked ground of the mini-planet with limited power in your bodies that feels like you've just been through the ringer and fold, like it's just like sore everywhere, your brains are sore. You also notice that every possession you had on you and were wearing at the time is landing next to you.
Oh.
Lord Buku, you see that amulet, you see the ring of Wenha just like falling there, your fancy clothing, your choker necklace, it's all there. Tongart, your backpack of apples just kind of lands there, apples fly, like you're not wearing these things. You all land here on the ground. Think, 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 think. And you are all utterly exhausted, having been folded inside and out, and yet as you open your eyes, you are utterly and forever changed. Because something that you always believed to be true, something you always felt deep inside, and a drive you've always had is gone. You no longer, though you are welcome to be as greedy as you want and have whatever motivations you wish to have, it is no longer a mandatory impulse for you. You, dragons, are identical in stats, in physicality, in memory. The brains that have been recreated for you know everything your brains knew. The bodies that have been created, you can do everything your bodies could do. You look exactly the same. But each of you is no longer a Wyrmlothian dragon.
Now we get to choose. It's real freedom to truly disrupt.
You hear a voice echoing your mind, saying, "See? I could do it." And it's like, it's odd to hear a great old one panting telepathically, but that is what you're sort of experiencing. No problem. I did that.
It was good for.
And
it was good for me too.
kind of like in the distance. You guys are all actually, tell you what, everybody give me an endurance roll. Let's see just if you're even able to like who's even able to like form words and stand up as like Lagok is rushing over, and you hear Desiree saying, "I am so sorry that I did not realize that you could of course do this."
Artwork.
Double artwork.
Where's
Triple
endurance?
artwork.
Endurance is under vitality. Triple, you said? With triple, you're able to like pull your, basically, for all of your understanding, a double means you're conscious. A triple means you can like push yourself up and look around. A quadruple means you can like stand if you chose to.
I have a triple talisman.
Great.
I have a double coinage.
Yeah, so XigXag, you're like, ooh. Lord Buku and Tonga are kind of like half crawling up. How'd you do, Elon?
1 second.
Of course. Shishu, how'd you do?
Double tome, double trinket.
You can, which one you pick is kind of irrelevant for this, but you definitely have this feeling of like, ooh, that was a lot, but you're up, you're fine. You're like, give me a second to stand up. You know, Lagok is over. You're like, are you okay? Okay, good. You know, what has happened?
Multiple uses are not a single roll. Okay, I'm gonna spend 10 power. I'm gonna get a quadruple artwork.
Oh my gosh.
So you had a triple and you're going to quadruple?
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Mhm.
Why are you spending 10?
Oh no, because I
Only
had a
5.
double.
So
I
you
can
can
only do it once.
You can only do it so you could like, if you wanted to have 2 successes for some reason, you could change to 2 different ones.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, in that
But
case, you
triple
wanted to
for
do
sure
this-
you can get to, yeah.
Yeah.
Elon's, but I love Elon's like, cool, we can do whatever we want now.
I want to be free. Oh, okay. So I can do 5 to re-roll 4. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do 5 to keep 2 and re-roll the rest, and I'll spend another 5, and now I have a quadruple.
Perfect. Yeah, there you go. So, with a quadruple Elon, you're able to like get up, just like, oh my god, so excited. You're free, you can do what I want. Any old
Yeah, I
time.
just disrupted myself.
Do you have any power left after that?
I have 5 power.
Jishu is a little confused because she thought that she was going to create a twin of herself. And like, there's not another me. It's just me, not greedy.
Indeed.
Yeah, but no. We get to choose. We get to choose. And I choose. I choose.
Lagok is saying, you're all right. You're saying you could wait. You're free of the curse.
I
Yes.
mean, it's more of like I mean, freedom. Yeah.
You are not of Wyrmloth. You're dragons. You were raised in Wyrmloth, but you're not Wyrmlothian. Well, this is incredible. I know. I am Kog'Maw, and that was like barely even a snap for me. That was like so easy. You also hear Archie going, "Baby, that was so hot. Oh my god. Oh my god. I wish I
get
could
it,
recording that
Archie.
somehow."
I get it, Archie.
I'm
Baby.
like sort of like propping like up on one arm here as we're sort of like still kind of exhausted. Buku, did you see the future of yourself?
So, like everything, I feel like future, the past, yeah.
Like I can't be certain, but I think there's gonna be apple ravioli. I think that's gonna make the future okay.
Hey, Archie, you want to continue this in a pocket dimension?
What? What do you mean? What? Oh, wait. Did you mean like? Were you saying like, cool? No, I think she's too tired now. It's fine. But God, that was wow, baby, that was so cool. And I'm actually gonna roll something, however, here for I'm gonna roll something on behalf of this archfey. So this will not be a high sheet. She's very tired though, so we'll do a little, like 50-50.
Well, ravioli sounds delicious.
You do hear her saying, Desiree, you tricked me. Desiree says, I am sorry, but I just was so curious, and I knew this was asking a lot for as nice as it was, but I knew you could. Desiree. Oh, Desiree. Chuckle, 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 chuckle. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. I know, it's alright. So, dragons, welcome to your existence as, Oh my. Oh my. Wait, did you... where are these dragons from, my dear? My dear patron?
Oh no.
She says... Desiree says, none of you say one word. Do not say one word, okay? Where are they from? These are dragons of Mondevue. Okay, listen to me very, very carefully. You must all watch your language so very, very carefully. You cannot say the word of wishing, you understand? You must not say this. Each one of you gets one. Do you understand this? Each one of you is in possession of one.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Also, I'm wondering if our previous debts actually apply to us, since our prior beings were actually, sort of existentially bankrupt.
XigXag.
Yes.
I want you to
Yes.
smell.
Smell. Okay, smell.
Smell. It's 7 dice.
Goku's
You get
starting to put
change
on
one.
his. Goku wants to make sure he gets the ring and the amulet on. And
You're gonna have to fully reattune for time on them. You are unattuned.
Understood.
Tongar is just picking up a apple and staring at it. Future so brat.
It's a 3 of either talisman or trinket.
3 of talisman or trinket. Which would you like to use? I'm gonna actually say for this one, trinket might be the best.
Okay.
XigXag. It's distant and somewhat hidden, but you can smell the whiff of dragons within almost 1,000 feet now. Not. Make a look roll.
Oh boy. This is gonna be another.
It's under vitality. Sorry, yes.
I only have 2 of tome.
Perfect.
Haven't
You
been
don't.
rolling
You
too
you
much.
look around and you're not sure if like there's more dragons coming, but whatever scent you smelled was gone. What none of you see are these sort of scattered, multi-dimensional remains of 5 dragons, still spreading out within Kogma. Those forms are no longer needed by you. Whether or not the deals made with Bill Bluster apply to those bodies or your minds is a question for another time. But as you all recover from this tremendous experience, probably thinking like, wow, well that was I'm glad we didn't just let Archie take this thing and go away. This is where,
I'm like, all we had to do was get a hungry for this lady. It's great.
congratulations on completing your first quest.
Hey!
That is where we'll end tonight's session of Herbie Dragons.
I just would like to do one more thing. Like imagine I'm like sprawled out on the ground, like face forward or not
Yeah.
face down, but that way, and Desiree is standing over me,
Mm-hmm.
and I like just say, "Love the shoes."
Understood.
Thank you, Kogma.
Thanks, Kaiba. As you go in for cheek kisses, your face like momentarily stretches into oblivion.
Yeah. But she
Um,
does the
The
triple kiss.
cartoon lips going like woo woo.
well, guys, well done, and well
Yeah.
chosen, and what a fun situation. Had anybody failed,
And don't say the word wish.
be very careful at saying wish. I really hope I don't miss any of you saying wish. Oh God, it's so fun. It was like I just wish that yeah, that's great.
Yeah. It's gonna be a.
I don't think I ever said wish.
Nah,
I
was.
I'm
have said
sure I
it many
will.
times. I have said it
I
many
wish I had
times.
more wishes.
Yeah. Well, nice work, everybody. So thank you for watching. We will be back with this game in 2 weeks' time. Next week, however, we will be in the same time slot, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Sunday, for Strange Lore to see what else happens in our oddly grounded 1940s office simulator. Tomorrow night, join us for Theme Party, our Lego game. You guys probably don't know about Theme Party. They're just Legos. They're just literally Legos. It's a party of
I'm
different
having a
Lego
blast.
themes. Pierce is
having a
playing
blast.
playing a wizard from the castle system. His name is Philion. On Wednesday, it's been a long road. We had 2 recap things because we couldn't get people there. But this Wednesday, we are finally back with Lost Lore Academia, where we will see Dan returning to the game, but not as Connor. What? I don't know. If you haven't watched the Lost Lore Academia Study Abroad, check it out because a lot happened there. On Friday, big deal Friday. This coming Friday is Friday the 13th. It is also a multiple of 13 episode of Blood from a Stone.
And it is in
Episode
October.
chapter 117 so Friday the 13th of October, chapter 117 is going to be a pretty big deal. Come check it out. We may have some other there may be some other components to that stream beyond just the game. Kind of trying to work out exactly how this will be done. There may be some ancillary content. We'll see. So join us for that on Friday, and then back here next week for more Strange Lore. And then in 2 weeks for more Here Be Dragons. Go to our Discord to interact with us. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. Go to our wiki that Sophia has set up to read about all the games, systems, players, meta, commentary, theorizing, all that fun stuff. But also go to our About page to find out about these wonderful players and the stuff they do, such as, and for example...
Andrew, what are you up to?
I'm streaming some games. Yeah, you should come watch. Noon this week. Although I may be switching next week to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But at noon this week, I'll be playing Cyberpunk 2077. Hopefully with Pierce, the incredible voice director of that game. I'm having a fantastic time.
I'm glad to hear.
And yeah. So you should come and watch here on Twitch. Andrew's touring. Noon Pacific. Please come. Also, you should watch Pierce.
Yeah, usually after Andrew, at least on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, around 1:30. I also play games. Currently God of War, Ragnarok. I'm usually also hanging out. I have not this past week because it was a real clusterfuck over here. But as I have not been hanging out in Andrew's stream as much. But I'm usually there if you want to hang out there, or come to my stream and hang out afterwards and watch me go on dad and son killing adventures. And on Sundays, I read Animorph books in the morning. So if this is not enough Pierce content for you on a Sunday, in the mornings for about 4 hours, you can listen to me read about children fighting wars. And that's what I got cooking up. But what do you got cooking up, Anna?
Wow, that was a beautiful segue.
Thank you.
I am not live streaming any cooking shows this week. but we are on the shelves of all our sauces. I make sauces on the shelves of all Central Markets in Texas and
Oh,
20
hey.
Jewel-Osco locations in Illinois and Indiana.
I will.
Go to eathappykitchen.com and find out if it's near you.
I don't know if anyone here is from Texas. I think we actually may have a few viewers from Texas. I'm from Texas and have gone to many a Central Market, which is a very
It's a gorgeous store.
I really do. You can. It's kind of like I can't even. It's not. It's like it's a more like specific, but it's like a big grocery store. But it's got it's kind of a cool place. So that's awesome.
And does that include, since it is the season, does that include the pumpkin marinara?
It is. They brought in all 5 flavors to be year-round.
Oh, excellent.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Central Market, very
So
cool.
Please go buy the best pasta sauce on the planet and keep us from getting kicked off the shelves next year at this time. Thank you.
There you go.
And while you're there, just smash all the Rayos you can find. Knock it off.
They
Just
just
as you're
got
reaching for
sold to
8 Kitchen.
Campbell's. They don't care. They don't care.
It's just a-
Jed, what are you doing?
Well,
You're
I'm
back here.
yeah. Well, now that I'm back in town, we'll be doing some more Raid Shadow Legends videos. You can find on my YouTube channel at Deadwood Jedi, and I'll also be probably doing some live streaming at some point this week, so you can check me out there, either on Twitch here at Deadwood Jedi or on YouTube at Deadwood Jedi. Either way would work pretty well. I'll be at TwitchCon in like 2 weeks as well, so you know.
In Vegas? You're going to...
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Go hang out there. I got some friends out there that are coming in, so it's always nice to go
Do
hang out
not,
with them and see what's going down.
under no circumstances, dive into any foam pits set up. Under no circumstances.
You know, I was at TwitchCon last year. I saw that foam pit. I watched a little bit as some people dove in and were like, "Ow, there's concrete under these foam pits." So yeah, that's definitely something I will be avoiding, 100%.
Adriana Chechik broke her back.
Yeah.
They told her to dive in after she won,
Good.
and she did like a butt thing, and she broke 2 of her vertebrae.
So bad. Like she won too, and it was just like a stupid, "Oh, I'm gonna jump into this foam pit," but they didn't set it up properly. They didn't have like pads and mats underneath the foam, just blocks of foam, and so she went right through it and cracked her back on the concrete ground.
Yeah.
Bad.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
This is the third
Did
day.
she
This is also
sue
like
them?
This is also like the second or third day after so many people had already been injured.
Mhm.
That sounds like a lawsuit.
Oh
What
yeah,
happened?
it is. Big one.
On that
But
fun
yeah,
note,
but TwitchCon itself is a lot of fun, so we'll be going around. And
Just avoid the foam
watching
pits.
what's in there.
Everything else is great.
Everything else is great. Just not.
Find Deadwood. Take pictures with Deadwood.
Yeah, if you guys are in Vegas for TwitchCon, you'll see me there, along with a bunch of other content creators from Raid and Diablo 4 and other games. So come say hello.
I like the way. Okay. The way that you said this, like, if you're there, you'll see me there. Don't approach.
you can wave.
Yeah, if
You
you're
can wave.
if you're in Vegas for TwitchCon, you'll see me walking around with other content creators. Go fuck off. Don't say hello. I don't want to see you at all.
You can wave one time, okay? So pick a good
I
time.
give you
Don't look me in the eye. Don't look me in
One
the eye.
way.
when you wave.
One wave. Oh my god. Wow. I feel weird about the ending of this stream, but so it goes. Thank
I'm
you
just
all for watching.
Full dragon. If you reach out, I might bite your hand off. That's all I'm saying.
Well, thank you all. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad. Congratulations on first quest success to dragons. You've done it. You turned in a hungry.
Feels weird.
You did start that quest like 25 sessions ago, so I feel like though it was a
I don't
small
know.
thing you delivered. Also I will mention this is like she can do this once for any creature. Like this is like her blessing is she can do a crazy true polymorph style thing like this that becomes permanent and is like a replace. So whatever, because you can tell she hasn't polymorphed you. She's replaced you.
It's a weird feeling. Turning
It was
quest.
just
I know that I
something-
like
I
it.
feel a bit weird.
I don't know that we'll
Yeah.
do it. I don't know that we'll do it again.
Yeah.
It was
Well, you
just
can't do it again.
December
She'll never do
21.
it again. This was
No,
your
I
big-
mean turn in a quest.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felt weird. I don't know that we'll do it again.
well,
It was
guys.
Play some buddy,
December-
10
it
out
was
of 10. We'll do it
December
again.
2021
Quest finish?
that we got assigned this quest.
You were decided December 2021. There you go. Can you see what session number that was? Does it say there?
It was around 9 to 10, somewhere in there.
I don't know.
Ah!
2-year turnaround. That's like an ESPN invoice payment. You know?
Fine. That's fine. But if this was session 10, no, this is 30 sessions you've had this quest. So well done. Guys, excellent work. Thank you all so
Back
much.
burner. We had things to do.
That's fair. We'll see you in a few weeks. Until then, quit dragging my heart around. Go no. Bye bye.